So what if I told you the blind prophet isn't really blind, but what if I told you I had a great idea for you, my friends? Shannon, shkadoo, hey she-do, say-do. What if I told you that although I can't see you, literally, I know that you are gods, and gods see people even though people don't see the gods necessarily. But you could see God if he was manifested in the flesh. And what if I told you, Sadhu, that I wanted you, if Shannon will listen to me, you're going to make the Druids world really badass when it becomes 3D, my friend. What if the Eternal City Pros role-playing game was three-dimensional? And you said, I don't understand. I said, well, let's just play on a graph, y-x coordinates. Right now, you guys have been playing on 2D. But I said, I want you guys to play on step it up one rank. You know, 0, 1 through 100, that's what you guys have been playing on. That's been your mathematical system. 0, the x coordinate, no, the y coordinate. You've had it 0 the whole time. What if I told you this, my friends? You had portals. Because whenever you went upstairs, it was just a portal. Y'all have never left the 0, y coordinate. And y'all have been playing on one number of the line system. What if I told you how to make it go y1? And this is how you do it. You're in the forest. And it's the same thing as a portal. That the portals you already made, to go upstairs, you're in another portal world, and it's on the X1 through 1,000 rooms. All the rooms that are there. What if I told you all reality is built on one system, and it's the number 1? And 3 dimensions, well, they're the same thing as the 2 dimensions, because that's when the X, Y meet together in the chart. And that's the 3rd dimension. You got 3 points in that dot that you graph out as the 3rd dimension. Well, not to mention this, if you was a druid and you was in the forest and you wanted to be up there in that roof shooting down at me, you know, nearsighted. If you're nearsighted, you climb up one level in the tree, they can see you, but there's 2 levels in a tree at the tip top. It takes long range shot to shoot people, and people can climb up there and fucking start axing you. And every tree in every forest, there's at least 1 tree you can say, nah, we'll have 3 or 4 trees in some room, 5 and 6 in some room. You'd be like, go 1 tree, because that's what you do. You scan up, and then it says, there's an archer in tree 1, there's an archer in tree 3. You're like, shit. So you're like, go 1 tree, boom, you climb up there. Now you're up in the tree, on the 1st floor, there's nobody. You climb up a little bit more, Gimli. You start axing at their feet and shit, and they're shooting arrows at you. You get up there, it becomes point blank, they start climbing down. This is a whole nother battle world in TEC. Now, the people that are up in the 3rd floor of that tree can scan down to the bottom where the ground is. That does not require a long-range shot if you're in the same pace and they're riddling down. But as 1 pace away in the woods from that top floor, it requires long-range shot. If you come down the 2nd level, which is the 1st level up, on that tree in that pace, it doesn't take long-range shot, but it does. Now, why does it take long-range shot? It does. It's just, when you get up really high, there's branches and shit, and you have to get this thing called steady aim. Oh, finally it fucking works. You gotta steady aim before you shoot when you're up at that top floor. That way it's not too OP. You gotta be like fucking steady aim. You got it right through the branches. Boom! And then you have to have one more skill on top of that, which is called shining through the fucking branches. It's a druid skill set only for the Guild of the Druids. The druids have the skill set where they can fucking gaze through the branches, and they have this mind. It's a very powerful mind, and they're like, steady aim, but their steady aim clicks, and then when it clicks, it hits this other roll success of boom, it leveled up that fucking branch mastery. Whenever I'm so one with nature, all the branches moved out of the fucking way for me, and I shot right there to your fucking headshot from another pace away. What if I got a brain that can think of this shit all day? Now you get up that high, dude, that's why there's got to be one called Sniper. It's a next level after point blank, and it only works if you got Hunter's Eye. Now, nearsighted people, they can never see that guy up there. But Hunter's Eye people, there's people that roll with Hunter's Eye, they never found the use for it. You scan in the dark, how about this? Long range shot, if you got Hunter's Eye, it gives you plus 32 long range shot, plus 30 success, just like Night Owl does at nighttime. If you have a Hunter's Eye, it gives you a bonus when you rank up. Every fucking rank you put in long range shot, it gives you like plus 1 success. Up to, once you're at rank 100, it's plus 30 success. Like being a night owl, but with a long range shot. You got the mathematics. The code is so easy. You got to copy paste some ideas, move it around. I can make these videos all day long, Shannon. I'm a master crafter of this video game. My name is not me. This blind prophet, though I don't see you, you see me. And if I told you truths that were so reality, and I have a friend named Tyler James Sheedy, and if you let him play with your shit and tinker with your scripts and then send you a copy, you would want to implement the things that I've got understood in my mathematical composition. Now, if you got Skidoo working for me too, I'll tell him what to do and I'll make him make that forest fucking badass. Nearsighted, you know the Austrians, you guys never maxed out on all the... I was made for TEC and TEC was made for my craft. Because I've played other games, but they were not crafted like this game. This game was made for my mind. My mind was made for this game. I played Accursed Lands. It wasn't good. There was shit I liked, but there was shit that was broke. And I was like, you can't fix it. Because you have to just destroy fucking... I want humans, and I don't want fucking wings. I want to climb up on fucking trees like druids. I want it to be limited edition. That's too magical for me. This is not too far stretched. And it's still badass because I'm up in a fucking tree shooting at you. Okay, now watch this. I like TEC. Saustrians, y'all never use cloud blending? What if I gave a whole skill set only for being born in Saustran? And you can teach it to other people, but the Saustrans, you can, but here's the thing. You gotta make your citizenship, if you have citizenship of any city, you gotta leave it behind. When you leave behind your citizenship, we're gonna have to make other cities like Sinra and Altine and Saustran. We'll start with those three. And anyways, and then we'll do remath. Because I've got stories written in poetry already online for you to read. If you open up the files of the RTFs, I've sent you some folders. There's a codex in my book. Read that codex. I've got the poetry written to make this an in-game story. I've got the role-playing. You guys write the systems. And if you work with me, I'll be the role-playing story writer for the Eternal City to keep maxing out because it's the same old damn thing. And there's new players that would fucking come back that were old players when you unblocked all the cracks and shit and you made some paths. You know, Jesus Christ, he said, John the Baptist came and what'd he say? He proclaimed that all the mountains would be humbled low and the valleys would be lifted up. What if I said you mountainous GMs need to humble yourself low, and though you look down at me like I'm a dog, let me be lifted up and let's sit in equality, my friend. And if I be your friend and you be my friend, and we be one, and we work together, and you hear me, maybe we could accomplish something. I've got masteries, I've got skill sets, I've got explanations of copy paste this and do this and that. That's so fucking easy. You get it done in 1 hour. I got skill sets. I got 20 skill sets that can be done in 3 hours each. Because you're going to want to tinker with it a little bit, have to rewrite some words and shit, think about it. You want to think of some stuff yourself. You know, you can... I got the shit just copy paste, like the shield thing that I gave you for double knife fighting, which is fucking easy. Come on, guys. Work with me here. Work with me. And fuck, it doesn't matter if you have a... Well, see, that's a whole nother system. We'll implement it first, then we'll start tweaking it. Because people don't care. They're not going to care. They're going to be like, yes, a new skill. And while they're working it, training it up, they're not very good at it. Then we'll start tweaking the stuff. So we put the set out quickly, then we tweak it. Here's what you got to do. If you got a knife in one hand and a poison in another, it's going to be a deep puncture and a faint wound. You got to eventually calculate these things. Just like y'all have never calculated Saustrian crowd blending. Just like you've never calculated nearsighted. But when you make the world three-dimensional like I want you to, like when you can shoot people in the treehouse that are down on the ground, y'all need to fix this system, and it's not complicated. S-D-E. Scan down. East. Scan down. Scan up. Fucking shit. This is simple stuff. What the crack? And when I started making this game three-dimensional for you guys, and you guys said, you know what, listen, you might not want me back. I was told by Skotos they don't want my help. They don't want my friendship. They don't want me in their game reality at all. They don't want me in their reality. They wanted to blot me out from reality. What if I told you that? They wanted to do the same thing to Jesus Christ, and they put him on a cross too. What if my cross, you guys are killing me every day. My heart is grieved because the only game I want to play is TEC. And my cross that I'm carrying is for you. I'm carrying this cross for you because if I die, it's better that I leave, Jesus said, so that if I die and I leave, there's going to be a spirit given to you. And look, it's not better that I die. In this case, there's a flip of the script. Once Jesus died, he resurrected, did he not? I've already been slain. You blocked my accounts. Yezrai is dead. Yeshrai is dead. But if you resurrect them and you have the power because you are gods, and you resurrect Yezrai and Yeshrai, I'll write the poetry for this role-playing shit. For every fucking guild, I'll write the poetry for it. And I'll give it to the guild master. And I'll say, here, man, make copies of this shit. Toss it around. Toss it around. You got your own fucking... Well, maybe there's only one prophet in game that writes this shit. But he's not working for the fucking guild masters. I write the shit. Players got to put these poems together. When you take this poem and you start cracking the pieces, it's fucking puzzle pieces. And I've got the shit writ out. I've got fucking riddles. I can crack this shit down to where you got like 20 poems. You can finally get a book. They start putting them in codex. You're gonna get, instead of a codex, you got to get a folder and put this paper. You read it. It's like, okay, this is page 1. Boom. Put it in codex page 1. Then you can sift. Okay, this is page 3. Swap page 3 with page 1 because that was out of order. You gotta have a folder that people can take my scripts and put them in there. Then you can open up the library. The library, all these books of poetry I write, and other players can do it too. You give it to the librarian and he puts it on a shelf. Eventually, if there's so many books, you gotta start opening rooms. The rooms eventually are gonna have guild books, because I wanna go see the books written by all the druids in the Guild of the Druids. Boom, I open up I read druid room. I go in here. Now in the druid room, they've got the guild people, and you know what? It's amazing that in this real reality that I'm really living in, I could roleplay here really well. And if I stepped and lunged and stabbed you because I was Sostran and I was practicing my cloud blending and it was a foggy day, a foggy morning, and I got all these fucking shits that could be implemented if you guys would only listen and let me control your GMs and tell them what to write. I can explain it in ways that's copy pasting. Okay, Night Owl, copy paste Night Owl, make it work for foggy days. It's not that complicated, guys. The system is stupid. Copy paste this shit, change the names up, and do it a little different. Just little tweak these things and tweak it until this game's cracked out. Now, you thought one game to rule them all? Yes. If there was one game to rule them all the mud games are waning. What if I could make them wax? Stronger and stronger. Not only that, but all the mud games, leave all the fucking mud games, and they come enjoy the Eternal City, and they'll join for free. For the next 1 year, leave the game fucking free. Because that's going to start, and you obey my teachings. Let me teach you. I'm going to disciple you. I am in the way of the Master, Yeshua. He taught, humble yourself and wash your brother's feet. So if you guys want to follow Jesus Christ, humble yourself, wash my feet. When you do that, actually, watch this. Jesus Christ humbled himself to wash their feet. But he said, do this to one another. So I'm going to humble myself and wash your feet. You wash my feet. You love me. I'll love you. You humble yourselves because you're the mountains looking down at me like a dog. And then when you humble yourselves, I can stand up and say, thank God I'm alive. I'm not getting crushed by these gods, and now I'm a demigod. Because I'm going to humble myself and say, thank you for letting me in your game, God. Now that I humbled myself and you've let me be co-heiring with you, that word co-heirs in the Bible, actually we're equal to Jesus Christ in authority. We have all power and authority if you're a Christian. And I do know that I'm a good cult leader, not only in the real world, and I role play this in real life and in my video game. But it's going to be in character, so don't worry. I won't break the system. I'll play like Yeshua, but I'll be like Yeshua in the Eternal City using only their language. Like Ariel. How about if I told you Ariel was Israel? Ariel, but I'm not saying Israel, dude. Israel? Well, Israel? Ariel? What if everything in your game, the Alpinion was the keys that you had to go down to Hades? Jesus did. He fucking brought that Alpinion up. And that Alpinion cures them of their sun sickness. And they were sick of God. They didn't want to obey. And they're like, fuck you, God. We want to cuss and we want to sin. And we don't want your rules and shit. We're sick of you, God. And then Jesus went down to get the Alpinion, the keys of Hades, when he crushed the serpent's head, the token boat, whatever. It's not too far off, brothers. Listen. If my character goes down and gets Alpinion and cures people of sun sickness, that's what I'll be. And all the sorcerers that are trying to figure out the sorcerer guild that they heard about that's in the portals, they're fucking down there trying to figure this shit out, they're going to want me. So once this game starts getting funner, just trust me, the role-playing's going to get sicker, everything's going to be better, and I don't care who's around me because I'm actually a blind prophet. And if there's anyone out here that knows that I'm standing here, then the truth is this: though I'm blind, I play the Eternal City through my mind. But I couldn't log on because you blocked my IP address, and I live in one place. And I use two. And if I'm really blind and I use my mind to glitch into the system, and I was trying to be a Matrix, what if I played by people's rules? And if you didn't want me, you know, behold, I'm at the door, I stand and knock, let me in and sup. And I wanted to play with you GMs in the real game, and that's the Matrix, like Neo busting in. I'm busted into y'all's video game, and that's me being Neo whenever I'm in that video game. What if God was Neo and God busted in your video game, and the video game I busted into was a video game called, you never heard of this video game, best video game ever, The Eternal City. And as I'm making this YouTube video that's going to be sick as fuck, then I'll tell you one thing: God's awesome. You guys don't know shit, and the dumbass cops are going to go check out my YouTube video that I knew about because I hummed and I said, who's this guy recording me with his camera phone? Because he thought I'm crazy. What if he's actually the lunatic and I'm actually the sane one? But I'm so sane that just like people, if you read the Bible, they said, he's mad. Why hear ye him? He speaks in things we can't hear. These parables. Now we read these parables, we all understand them, don't we? Or do we? Maybe there's depths there that you thought. And when he taught his disciples, he only taught them one dimension of the stuff. And there was multiple understandings and reasonings that you could actually crack the system, and there's more there than y'all thought about. But I don't want to crack y'all out, and I'm not on too much crack. But if I did do some crack, it wasn't TEC cracked because I'm playing Zillitree client. And I'm not hacking. My friend Tyler Jamshid is a hacker. He's the one that wrote the scripts. I'm sorry for scripting, but why am I blocked when Sethrin never got blocked? Sethrin got deleted. I've never been blocked. Now all of a sudden I'm blocked. Was it a video I made that kept saying fuck, 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 fuck? What if I told you like I did already? If you didn't hear it, here's the next story. I didn't say that. I was the messenger. Don't hate the messenger. I'm just the messenger. I'm just telling you what they said. That was all the banned and blocked players from all eternity of all the Eternal City's life. And that was all their fucks. And all they wish they could say. But that's not me, dude. My way is this: humility, humble, be my equal brothers and friends. And look, you're above me too. So if you humble yourself to be the mountain looking down, and I'm the valley, and the valleys were lifted up and the mountains were cast down, and we were at equality. But I said, watch this, brothers. GM Shannon, GM Sadu, whoever is in charge here, once you said, all right, we'll be friends with you, fucking equality. Then I said, bow down before you. You are God, I'm demigod. You give me these cool traits in the fucking forest, you give me these cool stats, you give me these guild shit, I'm leading this guild, I'll fucking get players to want to fucking play. And my friend Tyler will do it too. My friend Jordan and Treem will do it too. My friend fucking Julian and Shandy and JL Brudox. Brudox wants to lead the bandits. But he said, maybe I do. I'm just saying, there's players that they would love to do this too. And all you gotta do is give them a couple little fucking things. After I tell you what to do, it's gonna be badass, man. And then the characters that are the fucking demigods, they're loved by the people that aren't demigods, because they are the ones that give them shit, and they're like the mediators between God and man, like Jesus Christ. Don't you get annoyed at all the proclaims and all the fucking shit you read, GMs? It makes it work for you. What if you had demigods that was like in between, and I could have powers too, but limited powers? I can't copy paste stats like you guys can do for me. But what I can do is, when I'm in the forest and I'm online, everyone, like I said, the druid has peaceful mind. Everyone in the forest now has peaceful mind. Yes, the demigod's on. I'm giving them buffs and shit that makes them want to log on at the time that they know I log on. And, well, we're going to have more than one demigod. Eventually, the demigods will have sons. So Zillitree and Zelia will have children, and it's kind of like Zeus and shit. They had sons, and it's all throughout Roman fucking theology. So this is fucking totally Roman. This is totally fucking fit for your video game. My whole system is made for you, and I was made for you, and you were made for me. And actually, we were all made to love each other. We weren't made to be enemies. That's why Jesus said, love your enemies. So if you guys love this blind poet who said, I know I'm not insane, but if I'm so glitched you can't see my face, and this is the truth of truths, I lied to you. You are smarter than me, and you're always greater, and I'm always a valley. But if you would look down in this valley and say, fuck it, let him play, that would be cool too. Just let me play, and you don't gotta do any of this shit I say. You don't gotta listen to me about how to make these fucking skill sets. You don't gotta fucking listen to anything I'm asking you to do. You can say, fuck you, but you can play. And I would stay a fucking lowly valley for the rest of my days in your video game and only play the game if I can role play like I want to and be a cool cult leader in the game. And I don't even need any GM assistance. I'm gonna get cult members, and they're gonna say, fuck this. And all my cult members are like, GMs, we want some special skills for our fucking guild, and we'll get it. Because you would do it for the other 20 people that join my fucking cult. And I make the game funner. They're gonna do this game's fun now, because all this secret shit. This reminds me of when I was a kid, I used to play it. Someone's like showing me these new rooms and shit. What the fuck, the rats? What is this? They took me in this fucking, what's this? What this fuck? Black Vine, pull this torch? A whole fucking room here. This is badass. Who is that? Fucking some Niver. What was his name? I don't remember. It wasn't Thrin, it was Jinx. Jinx showed me that room. Jinx, I'm gonna jinx you, man. Who else do I know? Fucking Carrot. I never played with you. At least I never played with Carrot, no? Hananzi? Hippopotamus? No, it's Hypnoticus. What happened to these dudes? What if they don't like me and I don't like you? But what if I liked you, I just beat up your characters because that's what I like to do, because I used to roleplay banditry. But now I want to roleplay as not a thief, not a bandit, as a fucking prophet that's passive. I'm literally passive. You can pick me up if you want to. My character Yezrai will always be passive for the next 5 years until I prophesy that there's going to be a flip in the script. But the 5 years is this: I will always be nice. I'll always teach justice and right. I will never be a PKer or a KO or bandit, ever. But I will have self-defense after 5 years of playing passive. Then I want to script the script that I finally didn't script, and I fucking trained my character up without scripting when Zillitree client. And when I did, after 5 fucking years, I said, okay, now I'm defending myself because I like this character. But if in the next 5 years I could keep my character alive, and GMs, if someone PKs me, what if I said with role points the same amount? Ooh! The same amount of role points that it cost to PK you, resurrection is possible. I went down to Hades. I crossed the fucking token boat, and I'm the motherfucker, and not just me. Whoever's in the cult of Ariel, there's 2 cults now, because I'm going to sect it, and I got my own cult. The blue and red both can do this. They're guild member, leader, and you choose which one you want to come down and get you. Because when we come down and get you, The only thing is this, you have to leave your fucking cult. Because we won't help no other fucking cult member. But if you spend the role points, you gotta fucking leave your cult, and when you do, you gotta fucking join us. And if you're in us, and you get PK'd, then we as a guild get to put all of our role points together to get you. But if you're a player in another guild, you gotta use your own personal fucking role points to fucking do this. And, check out this. The blue and the red aerial cults, the Ravenites have a different power. They can go down there too, but all they can do is this. And I can't tell you because I got too much shit for you guys. I could go on all day. This video is over. But hey, man, let me play. Let me fucking play. Shannondorf, my friend, my brother, my mother, my father, who fucking touched me as a child and made me fucking feel horny for this fucking mind fucking video game. And if I was having sex in my mind on a video game, who was old brother that touched my mind and made this fucking mind of mine start having sex that it felt good? And actually, I would rather play TEC than have sex. What the fuck? Well, it's true. Huh? I would, and that's just the truth of truths. So anyways, I really want to play this game more than sex. If I could have the hottest bitch in the world, take Nicki Minaj from my music video awards winning not, but take Nicki Minaj, take all those chicks in that music video that's up on my thing. Yeah, all those chicks, put them all in one room, and I'd say, if Shannon said, fuck all these chicks, or play Eternal City, I would say, I'd play the Eternal City. That's what I would do. And I'm not that way, dude, so fuck the... I was going to say if you thought that way, but I don't think that way. But yeah, put any kind of mankind, animal kind, any kind of sex kingdom there is, I wouldn't want any of it. I would rather chop off my own. I would remove my testicles to play the Eternal City. But I wouldn't do that because I'm not allowed to do that. That's a sin. Mutilating your body is not right.
How are you, buddy?
Really good, man.
What are you doing?
Well, I'm here talking about a video game, and I'm making a cool video for YouTube to expound upon how awesome the Eternal City on Skotos.net is. Then I'm going to get this on MTV award-winning Tosh 2.0. Not this video, but I'm going to make a video that's worthy of it.
Okay, good luck, man.
Yeah, man. Have a good day. So anyways, when I get y'all a Tosh 2.0 worthy video game, and I am blind, but somebody saw me in this realm that I'm in, what if my prophet said there's people that I don't know, and if they are anywhere near me, I wouldn't be able to say because I can't tell, but there's no one around me, that's for sure. Because they weren't when they was, and when they was, they're not. Now, are they? At least you couldn't tell me they are, or can you? Well, if you remember very far back, they're still not too far, but they are not behind me, are they? Well, they are, but they weren't, and that's the truth of truths. Do you follow my script? If I'm riddling like you knew that there's truths here that I could expound upon, but I gotta go, dudes. And Tosh 2.0, I'll get there, but I haven't made that video yet. But I'll make one for you guys if y'all want to. Play with me, I'll play with you. Humble yourselves, and then I'll lift you up, because I'll say, if you humble yourselves as mountains and play with this valley, I'll let you always be mountains. You'll be gods, GMs, copy-pasting shit and doing all kinds of cool shit. I'll be a demigod. I'll just be role-playing with the players. That's all I want to do. Give me a guild leading thing, okay? Thank you, guys. God bless you.